We're back. Stuff Chat 2. Electric Boogaloo. Okay.
Hey guys, Ben's got the clap.
Yeah, you may have already heard him, but it's Tyler. Say hello, Tyler.
Hello.
Awesome. And we're also joined by our favourite Twitter activist, Ben Sitton.
How do you do, folks? Pleasure to be on the show.
Okay, and I don't know. Let's just start off with a quick icebreaker. It's quite a unanimous decision that the plane shot down in Iran. It was actually shot down and wasn't a crash. So
they confirmed it now.
Well, Justin Trudeau said that he's fairly certain that it was shot down.
But he also does blackface, so like.
Yeah, so you know.
He's rocking the beard.
The Canada says yeah, and so does America. They say they're fairly confident.
Shot down.
And also the Ukrainian teams investigating it. Also, like it's which is kind of insane. But I don't want to get too deep on the Iran problem unless we want to. I just don't want to nitpick it.
Not particularly.
But that's a thing. Because but or in other news, what's else going on? Meghan and Harry have stepped back from the. Oh wait, who cares? Stop reporting on it. I don't understand.
Very political.
I No, to be fair.
Somebody tie this man up. He's spewing too much truth. He's like Ricky Gervais.
Ricky Gervais. He's better. Right, let's talk about that. Yeah. Right. Let's not talk about Meghan and Harry because let's be fair. What they've done for the monarchy is a bad thing, but the news are over embellishing it. Like
that's the news's job.
But let's be fair.
Over embellish things.
What did Ricky Gervais do? The Golden Globes.
Ricky Gervais did the 5th Golden Globes, and probably the last.
He said it was the last, but the last one he said before was also his last, so I don't know. Yeah, it's whenever he feels like it.
That's because he spews shit.
That's because he gets money. Well, I thought it was very, very funny.
It was one of his better Globes. I enjoy his Globe stuff. It's
I think he went so hard, and that was really funny. I wasn't a massive fan of how he just like plugged his show Afterlife.
No, but he does that every year, and it's really funny. He did. I forget which one he did a couple of years ago. Was
I'm sorry, is someone's phone going off? Fucking hell, Joe.
It's not me.
Ben.
Hey, me. My phone's dead. It's in the other room.
It legit wasn't me. Like,
it's my vibrator.
I got my phone open with notes, so it wouldn't have vibrated.
What the fuck? You heard that as well, right?
I heard that.
Crazy to be.
What the?
Maybe it was you, Tyler.
Ooh.
No, I'm playing Dokkan right now. It's not me.
Oh right.
Yeah. No, it was a good Gervais opener.
I think it was cool, but I don't know. I mean, if you've seen Afterlife,
I've not, unfortunately.
It's funny, but then it's
cringe.
Afterlife is one of them things, right, where it is actually really all the comedy in it is like gold standard, really well written set up comedy. Yes. However,
I think you've said this before to me about it because it came up in a.
I watched it like the moment it came out. Like
that was a while ago, wasn't it?
It was
2017, I think. No,
that's
way too far away.
It was 2019. But
really?
It was like,
really? Are you sure?
Wow.
Afterlife came out 2019.
That feels like an age ago.
That is like Solo coming out 2019.
Yeah, came out March 2019, so almost a year ago.
Because it fucking didn't. It came out 20 years ago. Is what? Oh.
Don't talk about Solo, right?
I'm sorry.
The last thing we need, right?
Is to piss off Solo fans.
We want Star Wars in the tags, but we don't want Star Wars fans getting angry because they're like, if you couldn't see a thing going on in Solo, then you're blind.
Star Wars spoiler discussion is Rey Kenobi. Find out on this week's episode of Kaleido doesn't get invited to events.
She did the mind trick.
You guys just hate. You're just a hater, bro.
All right. We get off topic. Afterlife.
Yeah.
It's you know what? It's funny, right? But it tries also to be like based emotional thing. Nothing matters. Past. Nothing matters. Nihilism. It's based off nihilism, basically. And it's like you might as well do whatever you want because fuck it, we're all gonna die. So it's got about the same amount of sort of emotional intelligence as a 12-year-old. Because it's like we're all gonna die one day, guys. It's like okay, I worked that out. It's like. It explores that too, like, explores nihilism in quite a paper-thin surface level way, in the sense that it is just basically, I'm going to be rude, which causes comedy, right? But it's because we're all going to die because his wife's got cancer and whatever, or no, died of cancer, and he's always dancing around suicide for the whole sort of show, but then he doesn't because there's like little things that kind of also give him that thing to carry on. But equally, there are points in the show where you think, just fucking do it, like seriously. It's like because sometimes like the main character that he plays gets a bit too like mopey and like I'll never be loved the same. It's like okay, it's like
that shit always pisses me off.
Yeah, I mean it's not an intelligent exploration of it, but equally it's hard to do that well. So at least it tried, and it is funny. So you got and look, I'd say it's 70% funny, 30% like based emotional sadness. So for the most part it's enjoyable, but it's not amazing because of that sort of thing dragging it down. And that's why I'm not massive fan of him plugging it at the Golden Globes, because it's like Afterlife isn't it's not award worthy. So I mean, some of the films that are nominated for Golden Globes, debate.
What does everyone think of the results?
I actually don't know the results because
I've got a list.
I don't pay attention to the Golden Globes.
Only say the one.
I don't think many people do.
No, BAFTAs are coming soon. Yes. I think we should do BAFTA predictions possibly.
Yes. The nominations are out, so I think that'd be a good idea.
College, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I had a flick. There's some interesting stuff on there. If you want, I've got the Globes in front of me. I can just fire off.
Yeah, let's
only the one that matters.
I'll only do the main ones. I won't go in depth.
Right, cool.
Best motion picture drama was in fact 1917.
Oh,
damn!
It won out. And best motion picture musical comedy was Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah, do they not? Sorry, pause for a sec. Do they not have a best picture then? That's their thing.
They have two best pictures. One's drama and one's musical or comedy. Okay, so more films can be nominated.
That's a weird choice.
So more Paul Feig films can be nominated.
To be fair, all 10 nominees solid in my opinion. Solid selection of films. No, this was not a weak year. This is a very strong year. Best actress Renee Zellweger for Judy. Best actor was the Joaquin for Joker.
I can see. I don't even disagree with that.
For me, it was Adam Driver for Marriage Story. I thought
I haven't seen Marriage Story, and to be honest, I don't have an excuse not to because it's on Netflix. But I'm Practical Jokers, and it's kind of like I'm kind of cringing myself.
It's kind of boss.
You weren't in class.
I am today's biggest loser because I haven't watched Marriage Story.
It's kind of good.
Joe, you weren't in class today, and you didn't watch Marriage Story. Instead, you played COD Mobile with an Xbox One controller.
Oh, mate, I was fucking shredding on COD Mobile. It was ridiculous.
Best actor in a musical comedy was Taron Egerton, so he won for Elton John. It's good on him.
Oh yeah, he bought like a £3 million like London townhouse after.
Did he?
Yeah, to celebrate.
Oh, that's crazy. That's pretty epic. Brad Pitt won Best Actor in a Supporting Role.
Yep.
So that's pretty cool. Best Director was Sam Mendes for 1917, so it's a double.
Oh.
It's Best Director and Best Picture.
I reckon he's going to redeem himself for Spectre.
One for the money, one for the art.
Yeah.
But
he did Skyfall, and that was great.
No, he did American Beauty, which won Best Picture like 20 years ago. And he did Road to Perdition and Jarhead.
Yeah, what I mean is like
solid career.
Skyfall was done for the money, but it was also like I would say Skyfall's high up at that point, definitely.
Yeah, Skyfall's excellent.
It's really good.
Best screenplay was the Tarantino.
Funnily enough, yeah, he writes people really well in the way that they don't talk like real people.
It was a really weird win as well because I would have probably gone Bumbuck for Marriage Story, But I haven't seen Parasite, and if it's as good as they say, you'd have thought that might have copped like screenplay because it was nominated.
Yeah, but it's foreign, so no one wants it.
Exactly, because no films exist outside of America.
Opposite effect at the BAFTAs, because I think Parasite's nominated for just the best film as well as foreign.
It wasn't even nominated in the Golden Globes. Not even nominated for best film. Because American. Exactly, that's just it, really. Best score was Joker, bit of a weird one again.
No. No.
And then the rest of it's just TV, but you know.
Joker score's really divisive for me. Like, I don't know. It's like, I don't know if I like it or not.
I get it, and I don't mind it, but I'd probably. I don't know. Considering I haven't seen any of the other Actually, Randy Newman did the Marriage Story score.
Did he actually?
He did, but I don't.
Does he do a song like in?
No, I don't think there's a song. Maybe there's one in the credits, but I was quite tired, so I don't remember it.
He's like, no, I like Adam Driver, but not in Star Wars.
I like him in Star Wars.
Scarlett Johansson. I can't wait
for Asians.
Black Widow.
To be fair, it's a very quiet film, so there's not a lot of score, so I don't really remember it that much. But then. I haven't seen the other nominees.
Until he comes out with his Motown, like it just bursts into like Motown. Yeah. It's like, well, I said they get a divorce or something at the end of the day.
It's basically the film. That is it. You just summed it up. It's amazing. And then the rest are the TV ones, but we're film people, so.
Hey, well, no, I want to know what's TV because I might have watched it.
Well, Chernobyl won Best Limited.
Good.
Obviously, that was so obvious. Like literally, the other ones that were nominated, not even close.
Chernobyl's really great.
Chernobyl's boss.
I know a lot of people. There's some people who are like, it's not as good as they say, and I'm like, yeah, but it's still fucking brilliant.
It is as good as they say, in my opinion.
Yeah, it is. It's really
very, very good. Succession won Best Drama.
And watch that.
Best Comedy was Joe's favourite show, Fleabag.
Are you fucking serious? Did that win?
Yeah.
What the Oh, geez.
Still haven't watched it yet. I have to give it a watch.
Oh, it's shite. It's so bad.
And then... Oh, Coleman won for The Crown. Best actress in a drama.
Olivia Colman just deserves awards.
Yeah, she's fantastic.
I like fucking Hot Fuzz.
She's excellent. Peep Show as well. From what I've seen of it, I've watched a season or two. She's very good in that.
She's in that.
Tyler, am I echoing?
Tiny bit. What?
Okay, that's fine. I'll grab some earphones in a second. Just to make.
There's also Squeaky Chair.
Yeah, I can't fix a squeaky chair unless you like oil, but I don't have any oil.
You can get some from me, dude.
Damn. Okay, sorry, but carry on.
That's all right. Those are most of the major categories, so we can move on.
Yeah, if we just hold fire for a second, just cut this bit. I'm gonna grab some earphones because I can't remember that. You know, I forgot to put them in. I'm sorry, guys.
All right.
Now you say the world's your oyster.
Yo, oh my! That's what I was gonna comment. I was gonna be like, it sounds like that song whenever you do a Randy Newman impression.
Yeah, because they were doing a Randy Newman impression in Always Sunny.
Oh, it is a Randy Newman impression. Because he just sits down and sings the song. I didn't know it was a deliberate imitation.
Yeah, no, he's that.
Oh, that's brilliant. It's kind of an amazing song.
Oh shit! Hang on. Sorry, I missed that bit. What did you say?
I just said it's an amazing song.
Yeah, it's funny. That's good.
He's a very talented singer.
Yeah, it's hilarious that he's also in like Pacific Rim and what.
To be fair, because Guillermo del Toro was in It's Always Sunny.
Was he?
He's the head of McFoyles. He's like the weird old dude.
Oh my god, that was Guillermo del Toro!
Yeah, he really loved the show, so he was like,
I didn't even fucking know that.
That's sick, innit?
As in the one that goes, "Go, my bird!"
That's one of my favourites. I didn't know
that
was
Guillermo del Toro. Eyes.
That's eyes!
It's so
the bird
fantastic.
has a monobrow.
Oh, it's just gold television. It's just fantastic.
Oh, let's I'd say let's just go on to BAFTA predictions now, and then we'll talk
let's
about
do it. Yeah, sure. I've got a list if you want.
Yeah, I've got it up on screen
nice.
right now. So, right.
Are you on the BAFTA website just so we have the same order?
Yeah, we're on the BAFTA website.
Nice.
Let's start with best film predictions. Out of Parasite, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Joker, The Irishman, and 1917. Now,
is it what do I think is going to win, or what do I want to win?
It's what
do
you
both.
Do both. Because
I want 1917 to win, and Parasite, but I reckon it's going to be Joker.
You really think the BAFTAs would choose Joker? That's interesting.
No, they've put Joker in too many categories. They think it's that good.
That would be banter if it won.
Yeah.
Even though it's fucking shit.
Yeah, however, they could do a favourite, like from last year, the favourite, because that was the most nominated BAFTA film, but it won, like, virtually bugger all. It won, like, 2 or 3, but it didn't win Best Film.
Colburn won Actress, though, didn't she?
Yeah, she won Actress.
And then, what's her name? Rachel Weisz won Supporting Actress.
Yeah, that was for, for the same film. Sorry, I was thinking of a different film there.
Yeah.
I forget that's Rachel Weisz. That's such a great performance. I forget it is.
She's a bunch of us. She's in The Lobster. She's really good in The Lobster.
She likes working with Yorgos.
Yorgos Lanthimos.
I love him. He's amazing.
Alright, so
Joe, what about you? What do you reckon?
Oh, okay, I'll do it. Yeah. I've only seen Joker out of these. I got a feeling The Irishman could get it because the BAFTA Academy do like a bit of Scorsese. Because I think last year his editor won the
Fellowship, I think.
Yeah, the Fellowship Award. But I reckon I want 1917 to win. I reckon The Irishman will probably edge it.
I've seen 3 of the 5, so obviously I can't comment on the quality of 1917 or Parasite.
I'm rooting for 1917 just because, like, Sam Mendes, Roger Deakins, I love them both. So
that's very true. I love them both, but I'm gonna go for Parasite purely because I'd love a foreign film to win
honestly,
Best Film.
if that won Best Film, that would be amazing.
Yeah, so I hope it's as good as they say, but I don't have much expectation, to be honest.
Well, you got to root for him just because it is Bong Joon-ho.
Yeah.
Don't call him a hoe.
He was. He is. Fuck, what's he called?
Talented.
He did Old Boy, right? Or
No, that's the other one. But he did Snowpiercer, Memories of Murder.
Yeah, okay. So I get the two mixed up.
That's fair enough. Easy mistake.
Yeah.
But yeah, for me, I think 1970
Well,
is going to win.
he still has a filmography that deserves to be celebrated. So I would like to see the Parasite win. But I think I want 1917 to win more just because it's a British production.
Fair enough. I think 1917 is going to win it. I'd like Parasite to win, but I think 1917 is going to win.
I reckon The Irishman will edge it, but who knows? We'll see.
We'll see. We'll find out.
Okay. And we did Tyler, didn't we? Tyler did.
Yeah. He said Joker.
Just checking. Outstanding British film. Basically, if 1917 doesn't win Best Film, it will win Outstanding British Film.
Agreed.
And I also want it to win. So, and if 1917 doesn't win Best Film, I reckon the Ken Loach one might get it.
Yeah, I think on any other year, I think Ken Loach would have got that, but because 1917's in there, I think.
1917 might win both.
Yeah, highly likely.
If it won both, I'd be amazed.
Because the favourite was they popped that in British for the BAFTAs last year, and then that won it.
Although there is For Summer, which is that looks very diverse and culturally trendy. So you know.
And I've heard amazing things about Bait, and I saw a trailer and it looked really interesting. So I don't think it'll win, but I think it's worth a watch. Maybe if.
Yeah, we should probably check some of these out.
Yeah. I'm trying to watch all the big ones. I'm trying to see all like the best films before the Oscars at least. I probably won't catch Parasite before the BAFTA.
Yeah, we'll do a catch up before we watch the Oscars as well.
Yeah, it comes out in like early February, so.
Yeah. Alright, Tyler, what do you reckon for Outstanding British Film?
1917.
Hell yeah.
Like, what else that was British really came out that was like notable?
Rocket Man.
Two Popes was very good as well. I thought it was rather good.
I've not seen Rocket Man.
Two Popes. Isn't that the? No, I'm not gonna make that joke because Ricky Gervais.
Well, Ricky Gervais already went there. You unoriginal hack.
Damn it.
To be fair, they did. I thought the film handled it quite well because it did address that. It wasn't ignoring it. So it was quite. I thought it was quite a well. It's the guy who directed City of God.
Is it?
Yeah, Fernando Meirelles. So it was quite good.
So that could, yeah.
Solid movie. Not 5-star, but
outstanding debut by a British writer, director, producer. I reckon it'll be For Summer because that's the diverse option. Not to be cynical, but I reckon that's the case.
Yeah, I think also the bookies. I've unfortunately not seen any of these, but the bookies did tip For Summer as the favourite. I did a little read.
It's cultural capital, So as cynical as it is.
That's a nice list of debuts though, because I've seen at least 3 of those were really, really positively received. So maybe we should check those out because they're supposed to be good.
I would like to see a bit more obviously super independent film.
These are like stuff like Bait apparently is it's really that's the thumbnail, the image, the black and white one.
Yeah. So Tyler, what do you reckon for outstanding debut by a British writer, producer, director?
Give me the list.
Bait, For Summer, Maiden, Only You, Retta Burlow, and then there's one that's one, but it's a tiny one.
Wow.
Like an indices. Is it an indices?
No, that just says that also written by.
Oh right. Okay. So that's like a key.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Bait because I've heard the best about it.
Nice.
Not really heard much about the others.
Cool. Film, not in the English language.
This is such a painful category because 4 of the top 10 best films this year are all in this category.
I hate Awkwafina, even though I've heard great things about her in that film. After watching Ocean's 8, I don't know if that's a forgivable thing. Because Ocean's 8, she's dreadful, everyone's dreadful film. I can't judge it based on each thing, but I would want Parasite to win because I'm a supporter of Bong Joon-ho's films. Apart from Okja, that film can actually suck my weenie. But yeah, I'd like Parasite. Parasite's
got this unlock.
What is this hype around Portrait of Lady on Fire? Because I've heard a lot about that.
It's like Call Me by Your Name, but that does it a disservice. It's a lesbian film, but it's like a period piece as well. But apparently, it's actually fantastic. The reviews are astonishing. They're as good as Parasite's, pretty much.
Right.
So, but Parasite's got it on lock purely because it's already made 100 million worldwide. All the hype, people are actually seeing it, even though they don't watch foreign films much. There's a lot of hype around it. So.
Yeah, but Bong Joon-ho does that really well. The accessibility of his films, Snowpiercer is the ultimate sort of showing of how he can bridge the gap between
apparently
the Korean style and then having that in the English language. And I know Parasite isn't in the English language, but his style that he brings is very consumable, actually. I mean, it's the same with the other guy. Is it Park Chan-wook?
Yeah.
I mean, Old Boy is such a watchable film. It's probably the most watchable foreign film. Because
apparently this is really accessible, but it also is a critic darling as well. Because it's currently on. I looked 8.6 on IMDb, which is astonishingly high. So, and it's got lots of ratings as well. So it'll be interesting to see.
It's high Shawshank.
I mean, it ain't far off. It's only about 20 off.
Oh damn!
So it's not bad. Yeah, for me, Parasite's got that on lock. Purely all the hype and the awards and stuff.
What do you reckon, Tyler, from the buzz?
I've not seen any of them.
Even you haven't read anything about them either.
Well, I know Parasite's doing really well, and I heard that Portrait of a Lady on Fire is really good. Don't know what the fuck the rest are.
Pain and Glory with Antonio Banderas, and that was also really highly.
Oh, then it's Pain and Glory.
We should probably watch Pain and Glory. I think it's coming out soon for the UK.
You got to be rooting for Puss in Boots.
Puss in Book, actually, I think.
Puss in Book, sorry.
There were talks that he was going to get an Oscar nom for leading actor from a foreign film, so that's pretty lit. But that's only because everyone knows who he is.
Documentary. I'm actually annoyed at the documentary nomination.
Dude, it's got Jack on here.
What?
The Great Hack.
The Great Hack! Oh!
Brilliant.
Jack Clark, The Great Hack.
Either way, I'm going to say Free Solo for this one.
Yeah, Free Solo, yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, definitely Free Solo.
Yeah, Free Solo.
Oh wait.
Right, best animated film.
I was just going to say the documentary.
Documentary will be Apollo 11 for me, I think. Or maybe For Summer, I don't know. It will be between those two.
I reckon it'll be Diego Maradona, because...
Really?
Asif Kapadia, creator of the Amy Winehouse documentary and Senna. He's really great at biopics. The Amy Winehouse one and Senna are both top notch, They're not. Sorry, they're not biopics. They're like. Well, they are, but then they're not like biopics in the sense of like a narrative biopic. They are a. Yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah, it's not a biopic. It's like a character. They're almost character studies, I'd say. As the Amy Winehouse one is. The presentation of it's really amazing as well. But I reckon that'll get it because he's just got such a track record, and I can imagine that he wouldn't. He can't have fucked up the Maradona documentary because the other two. Well, he's made more than just two.
Yeah, no, the reviews were good.
Are insanely good. So some of the best I've seen. So yeah, I reckon the Maradona one will edge it.
Fair enough.
Animated film. Tyler, you start this one off.
Klaus should win it, but it won't.
I don't know.
I don't think BAFTA ain't susceptible to that Disney money, or at least not all the.
Is it not? Oh, then Klaus will win.
Joe. I think Klaus should win out of those four, and I think that the BAFTA's most likely to give it to Klaus.
The BAFTAs would give it to Klaus, I think.
Yeah, they like small stuff.
Or Shaun the Sheep. I want to see Shaun the Sheep win just because.
Do you guys want to know a fun fact about Frozen 2?
Yeah.
Elsa fucking dies.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
No. You actually serious?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna have to confirm that.
That's actually fucking. Did she get stomped on by those giant stone people that are really funny in the train?
No. She freezes to death.
Surely that's
bruh.
She gets cryo frozen like she's fucking Master Chief.
How do you know this?
Because I read a spoiler list for it. I was like, I don't give a shit. So I just read like 2 or 3 of them. I was like, man, they all say she dies.
There you go.
Oh my
then.
god, that's really funny. Oh shit.
So
wow.
if they're going for films that make you sad, then either Frozen 2 or Toy Story 4.
To be fair, Joe, your point about Shaun the Sheep, because Aardman are BAFTA darlings. Like whenever they have something out, they usually sweep. But because Shaun the Sheep is it's one of their smaller projects.
Yeah.
I reckon it's Klaus.
Chicken Run 2 has been confirmed.
Yes, I'm sorry.
And it is being made independent of a large studio. It's being
Thank the Lord.
I hope it's called Chicken Sprint.
Chicken Run to the gods.
Chicken round.
That was a nuanced reference to. I like that.
Oh, chicken round so turkey could sprint.
How about Chicken Leap?
What about
expand out to like a space film or something?
What about Chicken Run?
How about Best Director?
Too fast, too chicken.
Tokyo Roast.
Best director. Let's move on.
1917. Fuck you. If you think it's Todd Phillips or Quentin Tarantino,
I actually have.
Then you're a fan of perverts.
In that, genuinely, a woman should have been nominated this year. That is taking the piss.
For what
film? Because A, Portrait of a Lady on Fire. Oh wait, it's foreign. Or B, considering how well Gerwig's Little Women is doing, a nomination over you got those 5. I mean, Tarantino. They only put him there because everyone's like, oh, Tarantino. Because Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, it's well written. I wouldn't say it's well directed.
Because people know him.
Yeah, exactly. It's play. Everyone would have been like, oh,
but would you say you want a woman nominated simply because of the greater quality of their production, or
yes, than Joker? Yes.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah,
Phillips does not deserve to be there, and that specifically is what annoyed me.
Yeah, I thought you were going after Tarantino, but I was like, I don't know if Little Women could top her.
In order, I've seen 3 of those. I haven't seen 1917, but I'd go. Phillips is the lowest, then Tarantino, then Scorsese, and then obviously I haven't seen Parasite.
I
reckon Scorsese will get it if he doesn't. If The Irishman doesn't win Best Film, Scorsese will get director. I
reckon they'll give it to Mendes or Scorsese. Yeah. 2-horse race.
I am hoping for Todd Phillips to be Me Too'd this year.
I want Todd Phillips to win. I want Joker to win everything he's nominated for, just so then the BAFTAs will be so there's no award show is safe.
Joker fucking sucks. Anyway,
Tyler, we
certainly an interesting.
We don't need Joker fans in the comments. Can you imagine a solo Joker fan alliance?
Yeah. All right. Guess what, Joker fans? I like women, and what? Incels.
You're not allowed.
Did you see Ralph the Movie Maker's joke?
Yeah.
Oh my god,
That's so funny.
That was a dub.
It's one of the best ones he's done because
That is a big dub. He just didn't.
We're
care.
not salty. It's just a bad review. Yeah.
I love how he's even self-aware about his own like films now.
That's really funny.
I appreciate that. Oh man, that's a good one. All right, original screenplay.
Ooh.
I reckon Knives Out will get it because apparently
I
mean, you've seen it, Ben. Would you say Knives Out is the best original screenplay of the year?
I think. For me, Knives Out should win that.
No, Marriage Story could dub it though.
Yeah, no, Knives Out should win. Knives Out will definitely not win. No, it's going to be Hollywood or Marriage Story. But my prediction is Hollywood, but I'm going to say Marriage Story should win it, actually. Because I love Knives Out, but I really, really like Marriage Story as well. So, but Hollywood will win it.
Knives Out's more fun. I can imagine Marriage Story being legitimate.
Oh, it's so depressing. It's a real drain. But yeah, Knives Out is a fantastic film. I can't wait to buy it on Blu-ray and watch it.
Adapted screenplay, aka 99% of films being produced.
It's not a bad thing.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
books are good, Joe.
Yeah, books, yeah. No, I can read actually.
I prove it.
I'm now reading currently what is in the Discord chat, and that's Hazbin Hotel and SpongeBob Trap Remix. So
No.
I can sus.
Read that message correctly.
Has been hotel.
Thank you. Brilliant. Right, original screenplay, Knives Out. Next one.
Nice.
Adapted screenplay.
Jojo Rabbit.
Is it actually Kino, Tyler?
It's really good. It's really funny.
I'm going to see it in the next couple of days.
Little Women will get it because it's one of those films.
Even though apparently Little Women is actually good and not stodgy.
Yeah, but apparently it's really hard to follow because of like the presentation. Like it presents like certain things in different timelines, but it doesn't actually use anything within its presentation to tell you what timeline it's showing.
I'll see it in the next couple of days. I'll let you know.
Here's my issue with Little Women. It's got women in it. What's the point?
Ooh, Joker fan.
No, I'm not.
I hate women.
Adapted screen. That's
Who's
tough.
Lynn Ramsey? Who is she?
Gordon Ramsay.
It is tough.
I'm gonna go The Irishman.
Oh, yeah. I reckon it'll be The Irishman.
Look at his sad fucking face.
I reckon it'll be Little Women because it's one of those films.
I'd be happy if it did though, because Todd Phillips being nominated for director is a sin, and therefore Gerwig automatically should win something else.
Yeah, but she isn't a good director.
Well, you don't know that. You haven't seen Little Women, have you?
Well, I've seen fucking Lady Bird, mate. She honestly, screenplays, yeah, she's good. Like, Lady Bird was really, really well written. Direction's fucking flat as shit. God damn.
Fair dues.
Also, Ben, you're picking the next week's talk,
lovely.
So just bear that in mind.
Oh, you're getting a 8-hour foreign film, man.
No.
No. Ben has already picked his film. This is a very organised thing.
Oh yes.
I know.
Ben
I already know. I'm just warning you. It's going to be intense.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay. How like easy is it to acquire?
Oh, you have to go to Croatia.
Oh.
And there's a bookshop in the corner.
Can I bring my drone?
Yes.
So I can get epic dub shots of beaches. I'll be like, yeah, I'm really talented. I got a drone.
GG.
Sorry, Park, carry on.
Leading actress.
It's going to be Judy. It's going to be Renee Zellweger for Judy.
Yeah, it will be because it's one of those films.
What the
Even
fuck
though
is Judy?
apparently Jessie Buckley was very good in Wild Rose, so.
Is it Judy that judge?
Wrong moment.
Oh dear.
Alright, no. Fuck you guys then.
It was good. Don't worry, it was good.
Let's just say that was a slow velocity round, Tyler.
I like Bombshell.
To be fair,
I've not seen it.
Having seen Marriage Story, Scarlett Johansson was rather keno in it, so I don't know. I haven't seen any of the others, so I can't say.
Right,
leading actor. I want Adam Driver to win. I do too.
I
think that Joaquin Phoenix will win.
Yeah.
I really like DiCaprio in Once Upon a Time. Upon thinking about it, I actually like Once Upon a Time a lot more than what I rated it on Letterboxd. And I fucking despise the Joker, so I know that's gonna fucking win.
Joaquin Phoenix will get it because let's be fair, he did stuff there.
Well, he carries the film.
Problem is that it's just a rehash of You Were Never Really Here, so.
And Taxi Driver and The King of Comedy.
Yeah, but like in terms of his actual performance, what he had to give to it, Lynn Ramsey's You Were Never Really Here, watched it, better film, literally The Joker, but better.
Should have won for The Master 8 years ago as well. That is a phenomenal performance from Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah, so I reckon I want Adam Driver to win because I want him to fully. That would be such a redemption arc from being in the fucking Star Wars films.
Yeah, but he's the best thing about those films. That's
he's the best thing in those films. But also, like, it will just prove that he is just the most the sickest chump of them all.
If any BAFTA though if any award show would give Adam Driver the award, it would be the BAFTAs. I reckon he's in with a shot, but I think it will be.
Guys.
Yes, Tyler.
You're Tyler.
Can we skip supporting actress?
No.
Margot.
It's going to be Laura Dern.
Margot Robbie is nominated twice.
Oh my god, she is.
She's shit.
That's very Kino.
I fucking hate Margot Robbie. Just fuck off already, you Aussie cunt.
Why do you hate Margot Robbie?
Why do you hate Margot Robbie, bro?
Because she's shit. Also, she was in Suicide Squad, and I can't fucking forget it.
So was Will Smith.
But I don't like him.
Yeah, I know. But I was just saying.
She plays the same fucking like. I'm gonna smile and be like, I'm so, Scarlett Johansson deserves to win, and I hope she does.
I do kind of.
It's gonna be Laura Dern.
Yeah, Laura Dern probably caught that.
She was so good in Marriage Story.
She's a veteran actress as well. So.
Yeah, and she works a lot with David Lynch, so plus.
Fat Lynch.
Love a bit of Lynch.
She's great in her Star Wars.
No, it's the year of Marriage Story. It's so weird because it has Adam Driver and Laura Dern in it, and they were both the best parts of the Last Jedi.
She pulled a Margaret Thatcher in the sense of the Falcon's War, and she just like started sinking Argentinian ships. But instead of that, it was just
what? Pardon? Where did that come from?
She was like, yeah, Star Destroyer now. Ping. Did she do that in Marriage Story?
Yeah, no, she was. She literally pulled out a gun and shot Charlotte Johansson.
No. Does she like crash a car through their home?
Yes.
And then it's all in slow motion. Ryan Johnson's like, okay, nice. I approve of this.
Knives Out is mega Kino though. It's rough.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy. I guess I'm happy that he hasn't just completely fallen.
It's really funny as well.
Supporting actor.
I've actually seen 4 out of 5 of these nominations. That's fantastic. That is a record.
I want Al Pacino or Joe Pesci to win because they're cool. But probably more Al Pacino because I watched Heat recently and I like him.
Pacino was great, but Pesci was like the subtle performance in The Irishman, and he was so amazing. So I want Pesci to win, but Brad Pitt will win.
He's a homunculus.
Brad Pitt's gonna win for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Is he?
I reckon.
Would you say so, Tyler? Would you say Brad Pitt would win supporting actor?
I want Brad Pitt to win, and he's very, very good in the film. I also want Anthony Hopkins to win and Tom Hanks, just because I like Tom
Hopkins
Hanks.
Was really good in Two Popes.
Anthony Hopkins is always good. He's the king of.
Yeah, he's stellar.
But I reckon Pacino's gonna win.
Nice.
I've not seen The Irishman. He just seems like the most likely for it. Also, Joe Pesci is a homunculus. Joe's already said it.
He is a homunculus.
I'm just saying that again.
Al Pacino yells a lot, I can confirm, in that film.
Good.
He's also like, come here, kid, I want to break into your house.
Al Pacino said something really loud and then quiet. And then when you think he's going to continue being quiet, he gets loud again.
Yeah.
That's
classic.
Fucking true, though.
Have you seen The Godfathers yet? 1 and 2?
No, I still haven't.
No.
That's the next movie day. We're going to do Godfather 1 and 2.
What? But they're so fucking long, man.
Yeah,
they're shorter than Endgame.
I don't give a shit. I didn't enjoy Endgame that much.
Yeah, but you watched it though.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, but have you watched the Nostalgia Critic movies?
No.
Have you watched the Nostalgia Critic movies?
No.
Shit, that's my next choice. We're doing.
Oh god, can we never have it be Joe's?
Ben, you watch Hazbin Hotel. That's like 20 minutes long.
That's like 10 hours long.
bruh.
That's like 20 minutes long. Why didn't you watch something else like 20 minutes?
Let's just hold up. Let's just hold up.
Fucking 1917 is gonna win.
Scores.
No.
Score's gonna be Joker.
Joker's gonna win.
Joker's gonna win. I think Star Wars should win. Is really different.
It was a very good score though, to be fair.
Really?
It was the same. Yeah, no, it was the same as the fucking others.
No, apart from the obviously reused themes.
Race theme.
As a race theme is great. It's my favourite piece of music from the movie.
Race theme is so epic.
It's rather good though, Joe.
I don't even know what it is.
Nice
it's the Force theme. It's the fucking Force.
No, it's not the Force theme. It's very different. Race theme's really different.
Oh, does it go?
Is it the one that goes?
We made the same fucking joke, you cunt.
So,
yeah,
really?
you did just reuse this joke.
Oh,
that was filth. That was absolute filth.
I want Jojo Rabbit to win because it's funny. It's a funny. It's a funny score.
Brilliant.
Cast.
I'm so glad. Can we just talk about how amazing the BAFTAs are for introducing a casting BAFTA? About bloody time. Genuinely.
Jake will win.
What, for casting? No. It's going to be Marriage Story.
No, Jake will get it.
Do you guys want to know?
Yeah, but no one's in it apart from Joaquin Phoenix and Murray. No one's in it.
Do you want to know a fun fact, Ben?
Yeah.
If you go onto casting and look at the fourth option, David Copperfield, that shot there, that is filmed in Bury.
Bury St Edmunds.
Yeah.
Yeah, Adam messaged me and he was like, I just saw Dev Patel, and I was like, Dev Patel.
Well, no, Adam didn't say that. He went, I saw a brown man actor, and you were like, oh, really? Which one?
No, God, I don't know.
Yes, you did. Don't lie.
No. Adam ran self-as. Yeah, no, I think Marriage Story will get the casting purely because it was just one of those films where, like, literally everyone showed up. Like,
are you saying you don't like Joker? Okay.
Yes.
Have you seen Joker, Ben? Have you seen Joker?
Kill the rich. Kill the rich. Kill the rich.
You're just a hater. You're a hater. You're just a hater.
You've got to see Marriage Story. That is so funny.
You're probably rich and a hater. Okay.
I am. So you're watching this film, and you got Adam Driver, Scarlett Johansson, and then like Ray Liotta shows up, and then Alan Alda shows up, and Laura Dern comes in, and there's like all these people, and you're like, oh shit, they're in this movie, and it's really.
And they're like, Laura, what happened to your purple hair?
Yeah, Laura, did you cut your hair? And she's like, yeah. And then Adam Driver punches a wall.
Oh.
He actually does that.
What? Because is that because he goes in the fridge and he's like.
No, he's like, I'm getting divorced.
No. He checks the fridge and he's like, huh, anyone Monster Energy? And then Scarlett Johansson is just like standing next to like 10 empty cans of Monster Energy, so he just punches them.
No, and then Scarlett Johansson's like, can we make Ghost in the Shell 2? And then Adam Driver's like,
it's pretty obvious that you guys haven't seen Marriage Story, because what he actually does is he checks the fridge and Joaquin Phoenix is sat in there.
That's definitely Joaquin Phoenix's idea. I was thinking about that. I was like, he definitely came up with getting in the fridge. And Todd Phillips does not have that much brain energy to conceive such a wonderful idea. He just gets in the fridge.
He's like, God damn it! Oh, creaky chair. Sorry.
Oh, fucking hell, cinematography. Oh.
Yeah, boy.
The Lighthouse's only nomination. GG.
In that case, I want Lighthouse to win, but I think 1917 will win.
Yeah,
I want those equally because I want Lighthouse to win because it's its only nomination. I want 1917 to win because I pray for Deakins. You know,
Deakins is going to get it, 100% for me.
He's the man with the plan.
And if it is all one shot, like Birdman level, they're literally going to bum that so much, and they'll be like, so yeah, Deakins is going to win it.
Editing.
Well, hang about, I didn't say my bit.
Yeah,
I'm sorry!
You liberal!
I'm sorry, it's just because I hate women and love Joker.
Well, do you want me to give my actual opinion?
Yeah, go.
Joker.
Nice.
The close-ups are so gritty, they really tell...
They really make you feel like a close-up.
You know my fucking pick.
Editing. Like the close-up shot, like it really makes you feel closer, and then when it's like further away, you feel like there's more space, so like you're further away and stuff. So.
Like the close-up of Joaquin Phoenix's bare arsehole.
That's the director's cut.
And then it slowly zooms out to watch his hands come round as he as he stretches into a goatee and the camera falls into the goat.
and then it transitions to Joker 2 titles.
Joker 2 goatee.
Joker 2 Furious.
Joker 2 Enter the Void.
Joker 2 Joker. I've made that joke too many times, but it's always funny.
It's always funny.
Joker 2 Clown.
Joker 2.
Joker 2 Clown.
So, apart from Joker being so amazing because it uses quote sounds.
It uses this thing. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's called filmmaking. It's amazing. It really took my breath away.
What's that? I like Wonder Woman.
Funny joke.
Yes. Tyler, is that actually your final answer?
You know what my fucking pick is. It's 1917, dumb bitch.
Hell you, baby.
I haven't seen The Lighthouse yet. At this point, I don't really care enough.
I'm so hyped.
It's been hyped for a bit too long, to be honest.
Yeah.
Robert Eggers is going to be the second coming of Christ. I'm certain of it.
His last name's Eggers.
Yeah, I know.
Imagine if you were in Jerusalem in like 2 AD or whatever, and like, oh, did you guys hear? Jesus Eggers is coming down.
Yeah, but Jesus Eggers wasn't from like Middlesbrough.
That's why we need to burn Middlesbrough.
Oh, actually, I don't know where Robert Eggers was. That was a sweeping statement. I apologise.
He's from like New England. I think he's from East.
Is he?
America.
Fair enough. He sounds English.
People be like,
who's called Roger.
People do really be saying he's the next Kubrick, but you know,
early days. But if The Lighthouse is good, and then his Nordic drama action,
and then
he's
redoing Nosferatu,
massive. That is a big
feat.
project. That is a
if he pulls it off, then that will cement him.
Yeah, because he'll have 4 Kino films,
right?
Which is pretty amazing.
Editing,
Irishman for me.
It's gonna be probably Le Mans '66 because fast car Kino.
I was also thinking Le Mans.
Le Mans.
Yay!
Production design.
Jojo Rabbit, because
Tough.
the ones that I've seen, Jojo Rabbit, because like the actual town and everything, they're like, yeah, that's Germany. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I reckon Once Upon a Time in Hollywood get it because they had to remake the '70s LA, and you know, cool. But I think 1917 and Jojo Rabbit should get it because I mean, for as far as I can see from both of them, especially 1917, that shit looked fucking real as fuck. World War I, like, you know what I mean?
From what I've seen, yeah, it looks pretty good.
Like, yeah. So Ben, production design.
I think Hollywood's got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really, really showy, and it's rather impressive in the film. I thought.
Costume design. Bitch.
Ooh.
Little Women will get its period piece.
Yeah. No, or Hollywood. One of those two, because the costumes in Hollywood are audacious.
What are you thinking, Tyler?
Can I say one that's not on the list that hasn't even? I feel like I didn't think of it.
Sure thing.
Is Rocket Man.
Yeah, they really should have.
That would make sense.
Because they recreated a lot of Elton John's outfits for
that's
someone
in
a different size.
Yeah.
They gave it a makeup and hair nomination. I'm looking ahead of it. So
either way, Hollywood again. Because I think costume is better in Hollywood. The actual set and production is better in.
Rocket Man or Joker for costuming her. Because
do you know what's keck is that Joker is going to get it, even though they just drew on his face.
Yeah, I know.
GG. It should be Rocket Man though.
Sound. Now, Tyler, you can kick this off. Although you want to do your makeup and hair one.
Bombshell.
Okay. Yeah.
If you think Joker for sound, then you are deaf and retarded. If you think Rise of Skywalker...
It's not nominated.
No, it is.
Oh my god, it is!
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus!
Rise of Skywalker, if you think that, then you're dumb and retarded.
Yeah,
because he goes, spell ICAP.
It's a bad-sounding film.
1917, because from what I heard from the trailer, it's mixed fucking so well.
Genuine Warzone. I reckon Le Mans '66 will get it, but 1917's always got to be the route because that film is so exciting. And you know what? We would have seen quite a few of these films if all of the fucking festival films were not being released in the UK, like in the middle of January. Like literally, like So many of them. Like, they were coming out in everywhere else, like, normal fucking times, like November, December.
Well,
in the UK...
Do you know our fun facts about 1917?
What is that fun fact?
I'm watching it tomorrow.
Yeah,
oh, hell.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's pretty keen.
Yeah, I just don't understand why it's all fucking, like, why is it so late in the UK, all for all these films?
If you smiled at me nicely, I could have got them legally for you. because if they're out in America, then we can... You know?
We can import the Blu-rays that haven't been released.
Yeah.
1917 is definitely going to win sound, I think. Because war films always win sound, unless war or action films. Wait, did Bohemian Rhapsody?
What about it? It's nowhere. What about it?
No, I mean, didn't it win sound last year? Or am I having a fever dream?
No, it won editing last year.
Yeah, no, I know it won editing.
Yeah.
But I swear that.
No,
hang on.
I don't think it did win sound or editing.
Yeah, I think you're. To be fair, I think you're right, but I have to look.
Yeah.
It's like a parasite eating my brain. Joe's crashed, by the way.
No, I'm cool. I'm back.
Oh, he's back. Hello.
What the fuck?
Rip. He torpedoed.
This happened when me and Ben were doing the screen share.
Yeah, it happened to me as well, and then it happened to Joe. It was really weird. Discord just not having it anymore. It's just like fuck you shit.
What do you mean? We're all in the same room.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Wow.
This is a lovely restaurant. Thanks for telling us about this.
Who fucking makes a podcast in a restaurant?
Those people who do that football thing, but it's a pub. Sunday schools or whatever. They're like, welcome back. Today we'll be reviewing the upcoming Champions League games.
Arsenal Fan TV.
Quick, Joe, shake my
Are you
hand.
joking? Are you mad?
My mum is joking. She's mad blood.
Joker-ing.
Joke it in.
Joke it in, man.
So
Are you Wenger in, man?
Wenger in.
Man's dead blood. Brilliant. It's my favourite TV show.
And I think it's funny because they never get the audio right. It always peaks. Like no matter what they do.
No, it's because they scream it into the mic.
Just shout.
It's so
Right, sorry, should we move on to VFX?
yeah, it's gonna be. To be fair, that's a pretty even toss-up.
I don't.
No, it's not.
Endgame will
No,
win
it's
it.
not. Lion King. Ben, Lion King.
GG.
See, if Lion King didn't actually look like AIDS, then I'd be like, yeah, sure. But it do look like AIDS.
For me, it could be 1917. Could be The Irishman for the de-aging of.
I reckon Irishman for that because
No,
the BAFTAs aren't dumb.
The only thing about Endgame is VFX, though, isn't it? It's like
Yeah,
it's just
no,
3 hours
they
of
did a
VFX.
lot. There was a lot of machine learning and stuff involved with it, so
Yeah.
that has done a lot for the world of VFX. Even
Yeah.
if the film is a bit lukewarm.
I think Avengers will get it because it's like it's Endgame. It's the big Avengers.
There's a lot more context to that than you might think in terms of what it's done. So yeah.
Sorry, I'm hearing Avatar. That's all I'm hearing.
Oh man! All right, British
And
short
then
animation.
The last 3, we literally cannot speak.
Who cares about animation?
Yeah,
Yeah.
animation's dead, man. I like Lion King.
British short film, one of the culturally diverse ones. That one will win. Oh wait, that's all of them. I think learning to skateboard in a war zone if you're a girl in brackets is probably the funniest. That's like a joke title that we would have written. Learning to skateboard in a war zone brackets if you're a girl.
It's a catching title, though, isn't it? You'd look at that.
No, that's like.
No, but it made you pay attention because you commented.
Yeah, because I think it's funny and dumb.
Yeah, but it's not. Yeah, but saying Azar.
Hang on, let me get the fucking. Where's this doc up then? Where's?
Oh yeah.
I just want to say that my favourite British short film of 2019 was, in fact, Cardinal.
Excellent. Where's its nom?
Well, to be fair, I think Stalls. It was an early entry, but
Yeah, the hype lasted too long. It just built and then it collapsed, like the lighthouse. Rising Star Wars. I'm gonna say.
No, fuck it. Oh, Smiling Faces.
Smiling, of course.
Awkwafina, or whatever her name is.
Yeah, but she's fucking shit.
Yeah, but it'll be her or Jack Loudon because Dunkirk. But I don't know what the fuck he was in this year.
Awkwafina. Get a name. Get a name.
That's true. Get a name.
Either way, I don't know who any of these people are. Fuck off.
I haven't seen her in that Chinese film. Right?
Just be famous.
She's good, cool, but I mean, Ocean's 8 came out this year, right?
No, last year.
Are you sure?
No.
Damn it did come out last year. Okay.
What is it? Is in 2018?
This year, yeah, I mean, if Ocean's 8 came out this year, then I would heavily contest this, but maybe she's moved on from Ocean's 8. So, but yeah, I'm not a fan of her. Yeah, but that's the BAFTA nominations chatted about, innit? So
those are some great nominations. It's starting year.
Basically, in summary, 17 based Kino.
Joker based Kino.
Yes, sorry, Joker best film of all time.
Yes.
It's kind of like
it made me feel appreciated as
it said so much. Honestly,
it really made me think about
we need to fucking
how
kill
lonely
midgets.
I am, because like women and other people who are more fortunate than I am are to blame for my problems.
Oh,
it's 1.5 hours shorter than that's why I like Joker.
I've got a story to tell
I have
you guys.
a short attention span.
I've got a story.
Oh yeah?
I can't say it on the podcast.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Alright. Cut.
But it is to do with incels.
Okay. Shall we cut? Let's stop the recording here for a little break, so we don't also so we can check it over and stuff. Then we'll carry on with Hazbin Hotel spin-off thing, and maybe
Helluva Boss.
Helluva Boss, and then Tintin, because I'm excited about Tintin. Welcome back.
Kino here.
Sorry, well, to be fair, that would have just been like a jump cut, wouldn't it? So that's I don't know. Maybe we have like an audio crossfade to like nothing for like a second. Or something.
No, yeah, because I put like a little black couple frames in there, and then it's like a place to put ads and stuff.
Ad break.
Yeah, and then,
ad break for Raycon.
And then I just reintroduce it.
This video is sponsored by Honey.
I am tempted to make like little skits and put them in there, but I'm not very funny, so.
Okay.
Sorry, I turned.
Let's catch up on Ben's thoughts of last week's sort of like content discussion then, because Ben obviously hadn't he didn't have time to watch it, because last week, to be fair, we organised in sort of a few days to start, so
yeah,
benefit of the doubt and all that. So now that you have viewed it, Ben, what do you think?
Well, here's the tea.
This is Hazbin Hotel, by the way, for anyone who hadn't seen last week's one.
Hazbin Hotel by YouTuber. Have you seen the Ratchet Noble Wolf reaction video to the entire pilot though? What do you mean? Who? The reaction video with 1.2 million views. It's just I've got the video.
Bro, what the heck?
I'm just dicking with you. This guy made an entire 40-minute reaction video to the pilot, and it's just in my recommended. It's quite funny.
Jesus.
Bro.
I want to watch it now. I might go watch it. I liked it, I enjoyed it, yeah. I thought it was, I get the, the humour in a few places was a bit much.
There's too much swearing in it, really. It's like
yes, that was going to be one of my points. There's some of the swearing is a little unnecessary, but if they are they shooting to be picked up by a network, or is it just?
I'm not sure.
I reckon it's Adult Swim.
Yeah, because if you think about it, Adventure Time was R-rated originally, as was
it?
Yeah, as was I forget, a regular show. But then when they got
to be fair.
Yeah, so when they get picked up, often the swearing and some of the humour going a bit too far, like the producers rein that in, and that's a nice rain check. So a lot of the problems I have with this pilot could be fixed with a budget and a writers team.
It definitely needs like an exec producer or someone to draw some lines in the sand.
Yeah, well, just to give it a general direction, but I mean, the pilot was entertaining. It held me. It's a good jumping point, which is what you want from a pilot. You want potential for an actual series to occur.
A lot of people forget it's a pilot.
Yeah, it's not supposed to be a film. It's a pilot.
Yeah,
and it sets up. It's a really nice springboard into a very creative landscape that they can do lots with. So I'm rather fond of it, actually. I thought it was quite good.
I think the memes to come out of it are obviously just brilliant.
Yeah, memes are brilliant.
The self-awareness is just, but also there's a lot of non-self-awareness around it as well.
I would just like to say congratulations to Vivian, the animator, because her Patreon has now hit 100% of its goals, and
really,
and through her Patreon animate pay animators full-time rates.
That's brilliant.
To fund
a
full short 1 minute cartoon each.
Brilliant. So, well deserved.
So like just through her Patreon, she can make that, and then with the ads and stuff on her videos. God knows if she even gets them.
Hopefully that add something like Adult Swim does pick it up though, because it has a lot of potential, and that would be consistent producing.
I wouldn't want to see it turned into like a Cartoon Network thing, because I think it does need that edge.
Yeah.
Due to its subject matter, I think it would completely kill it if it wasn't like a little bit.
I suppose it's a shame in a way that it's because of where it's set that Cartoon Network wouldn't touch it anyway. Like with regular show and Adventure Time, they were adult projects, but they could easily be transposed into children context. They could easily fit into children, but you couldn't change. You literally couldn't change this to be kids' material because it's just hell. So
but I mean, what do you think of the music?
I liked the music. I get where it's coming from. It's kind of like I thought it would be more. I thought I'd feel more like jarred about it because it's kind of like kid TV level music. You know, that is something you'd expect to see from an animated show. It's
got a weird twist on it.
Yeah, Cartoon Network is something very that kind of thing, but with the edge and stuff. But I thought it worked quite well, you know. And I liked the ending number. I thought that was a nice. You know, it fit really well with the rest of the subject. Nothing, I don't know if anything felt out of place. This, again, too much swearing, and some of the humour was a little too far. But again, because these are YouTubers and independent, and they don't have any rain checks. It's unpolished, but it is a good.
It's a wild animal. Really. Yeah. It's off YouTube, so.
That's what I'd say about it. Is it's unpolished and it's unrefined, but it is a good starting place, and I really enjoyed it for what it is.
Literally, I would say, it being on YouTube is its own blessing and its own curse. Like the achievement of having it is amazing.
Yeah,
as an independent project, the curse is there's nothing to rein them in. But yeah, what do you think of the newscaster character? Because me and Tyler kind of decreed last time we talked about it that is just the most unbearable character.
She sucks.
Wait, sucks as in you don't like the character, or you don't like her being?
Like just like as a device, narrative device, fine, but like the actual way she's written and everything that she says and every joke that she
I don't know. A couple of the jokes.
Yes, it's. I like the Tom Trench, the gas mask one.
My one
funny visual gag.
Yes, I did appreciate his character design. It's a very creative little thing, but again, that leads me to probably my biggest criticism with the whole thing is it's very hyperactive. It's too full. In that, if every 5 milliseconds is a joke, and while that's fine, you can exhaust. And I was watching it, and by the end of it, I enjoyed it, but I felt exhausted. So there needs to be more breathing room. But that will come if they get picked up by show, because
there was some breathing room, like with that phone call.
That was good, because I was about 20 minutes in.
They have to introduce all the characters in the pilot, though. That's the one thing.
Yeah, no, I don't mind. The pacing was fine. It was literally just like in terms of
the pacing's weirdly good for a YouTube thing.
Yeah, like, in terms of joking, it was like manic.
It's just I think what there's just like a few bits in it that just cringe you out, but a lot of those bits that cringe you out or like are a bit weird or a bit annoying are the bits that stick with you more because of negativity bias, and that's kind of the basis of a lot of memes surrounding it, which are funny, but and I think actually those memes are funnier after watching the whole thing within its context, because you can kind of appreciate that. You can appreciate it more, and then also find the sort of meme. You feel a bit more involved with the memes, So, do we want to move on to talk about the pilot then? No, not the
spin-off.
Helluva Boss.
Helluva Boss. So, premise. If you haven't seen it,
it's funny.
It's a funny premise. Basically, small imps are like shitty demons. They're like underlings, like proletariats. And they set up a small company in which they will go to the overworld and kill someone for you. So they're like they're hitmen that will go into the mortal plane and pick someone off as revenge for whatever you've been killed. I believe one of them is like a criminal that got like electric chair or whatever, and he wants like his ex-wife killed or something.
That was funny. That was the funniest joke in the whole pilot.
Yeah,
easily. Whereas I murdered my. It's just like, yeah, that got me. It was funny. It was a good delivery from the voice actor.
Yeah, I mean, the cool thing about the voice acting in both of them, I'm pretty sure a lot of them are like other YouTubers.
Yeah, they're on the writing team, I believe. A lot of them are like the animators as well. So obviously, with a budget or a producer, they would be able to hire voice talent, and then some of those YouTubers wouldn't do as much unless they wanted to. If they wanted to stay as voices, then I'm sure they could. But
yeah,
having that professional voice edge as well goes a long way.
Yeah, so with that premise, there's a lot of setup for jokes, and this one is only 10 minutes, close to the half an hour. But I think if it was any longer, it may have suffered. I quite liked it as a 10-minute little thing. I think that would be a really great web series, and then the Hazbin Hotel would be a really great legitimate series.
Yeah, that was my thoughts actually. I made some notes on it. Hazbin Hotel is the kind of plotty, like there's more plot there, but whereas Helluva Boss would be more like wacky hijinks, you know, this week we gotta kill X, but so-and-so goes wrong, jokes. No, not like X as in like, do you know what I mean, like as in X or Y, common denominator. I know you jumped to Tentacion, but no, like it would be, you know, more wacky hijinks, whereas Hazbin, I think I preferred Hazbin because it has more of that story.
It does.
Helluva Boss it's an ingenious little.
It is really funny.
I really liked it. It was good.
There's a few things, there's aspects of it that I'm still a bit like, you know, it's those frustrating things like the wolf character. Like it's just like
I thought it was fantastic. It was just funny.
You've been like, I know it's like fairy bait and it's almost to the point of irony. But equally, there's something there that I'm kind of like, is it ironic?
I get that.
You know, that's ironic? What do you think of it, Tyler?
I think because it was made in less time and with less budget, it looks better, ironically.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, because it's not all, you know, somehow that animation.
It's not visually noisy. I'll definitely say that.
Yeah. It looks cleaner and like the actual animation looks smoother. Although in places like mouths and stuff look a bit squarish and, you know, typical kind of like leaving a bit of the.
As long as it's better than Family Guy.
Fucking the lent over fucking. Yeah, the wolf lady, other lady, just bait. Fucking bait.
bait.
They're both
both of them share that aspect from, especially.
Yeah, it's just the character designs that are just like massive tumbler bait, if you will.
Yeah, I mean they're either bait or they actually like tell you who they are as a character. They're really good character design. It's really annoying how it's like half and half, like bait and not bait. Like they're either amazing, to be fair, or they're like. I was watching a few people commenting on the character designs because I was trying to find a bit more perspective on it and what the sort of consensus is. And a lot of people say character designs for both of them, everyone's a bit too slender, and like there's no one with sort of enough.
I would assume that's because there's no food in hell and you have to starve.
Yeah, that's quite a funny interpretation, actually. But like a lot of people just were like, I'd like to see some characters with different shapes, like so their silhouette is more recognisable. But
no, I do understand that. Everyone in it is very.
I gotta say though, there are a couple in there that you can recognise. I mean,
at least the imps in Helluva Boss have like different horns.
They do.
Yes.
And well, the wolf lady.
Going back to Hazbin Hotel, Angel Dust is the standout character design. They took a page out of the Randall playbook from Monsters Inc. in that one, I think. I think he that character design it tells you everything.
It's really brilliant.
It's fucking hilarious. It's genuinely hysterical. I think it's so fucking funny. Like it's just weirdly awkward and horrible to look at. But also not horrible to look at because it like kind of makes sense within the context of it. Outside, literally, if you look at that character design outside of the context of the show, you're like, what the fuck? But you can get where they're coming from. I mean, even down to sort of the gold teeth. That it's kind of like so I mean not.
So you're a lesser. I see.
Well, yeah, Rumans, you know. But yeah, going back to Helluva Boss, I think, to be fair, in hindsight, I agree with Tyler, actually. In terms of it does look cleaner. Like, it's easier to watch because.
Oh yeah, no, agreed. Hazbin was very cluttered in places. It got better towards the end, but the first 15 minutes, I was like, "There's a lot going on." Oh boy.
So yeah,
I think Helluva Boss. I would have preferred. This is just me nitpicking, obviously, but I'd have preferred if it had just started in the action. I thought Helluva Boss, for being 10 minutes, took a while to get going. I'd have preferred if it started with them killing someone and then jumped into the room, because I was checking the time by 6 minutes and I was like, "What are they just going to be talking?"
It took a while for them to set it up, but
but then the last 5 minutes was really, really good and well paced and snappy and stuff. And yeah, I don't know. I'm glad they both exist, and I really want of both, because then it will see the potential develop. Because no series is as good as, the pilot is usually the worst episode in a lot of really famous series.
Yeah.
So it's I'd love to see where they go, especially with a bit of backing and stuff and budget and platform. Yeah, very interesting.
Yeah, so I'd say general consensus is pleasantly surprised, to be honest.
Yeah.
They have a lot of issues, and there's a lot of fan-based stuff surrounding it that really kind of does bog it down, I think, in terms of just kind of character designs being a bit baity for fan art and fanfics and etc.
A bit.
No, not a bit. It's quite over, isn't it?
Come on now.
I'm trying to give some credit, but yeah. But yeah, I think. There's no doubt. Be it because I do think it's cool in one way, and also just because it's a YouTube thing that isn't a YouTube Red production. Both ways, I want it to succeed just because it shows that that you can create independently. And I think the fact that it hasn't gone to somewhere like Vimeo, and it hasn't gone into something and it's not something that would go into a festival, right? But I think the fact that they've done it without having to push into other platforms outside of YouTube, I think that's really quite.
I can see it being big. I really can. Next few years.
100%. It would have a FNAF type fan base, but it could actually
ingenious, fresh premise, a lot of mileage in it. Good potential for characters to develop, because obviously it's a snapshot at all of them, but they've got room to do with that. Even from a pilot, even with all the kind of tumblery character design, there was a lot of funny humour in there, so that's promising. Because usually from the first episode, it's all if they were to go it was all cringe stuff and none of it was funny, and it was only within the fan. But I think it's a testament to it is good humour, because people like us can watch it and enjoy it, as well as the people who enjoy that kind of Tumblr stuff.
Yeah,
we still found it funny.
There's stuff to respect about it. There is something that connects me with it, and I still don't get it. I think this, and it's weird because I remember when I saw shit about it before I watched it, and I was like, God, that looks so cringe. Okay, it looks really dumb. And these memes are funny because it's taking the piss out of another Tumblr DeviantArt type fan base. But then when I watched it, I was like, there's parts of the art style that I actually really like. I think it's a lot of the visual stuff, because stuff that I've done with animation, be it quite small in the past, it's still these sort of abstract, angular designs of things I really appreciate. Because a lot of stuff, I'm kind of sick of cartoons being round.
Family Guy.
I love Gumball, right? But they're all really round, and Steven Universe, I hate that, but that's also really rounded.
What the heck?
I'm sorry. Whoa! No, Steven Universe, Joker fans and Solo fans. They're gonna be in the comments. We're dead, basically. That's what I'm saying. But,
Solo fans.
Also, I'd like to comment.
Solo fans.
It's
all
not
three of them.
It's not as showy as the other characters, but Charlie, in both character design and in protagonist, I thought was an excellent choice.
Yeah, no, that's strong.
Series. Really strong character design. It's a perfect mix of kind of weird, but still, because the audience needs something relatively human to latch onto.
Who's Charlie?
Yeah, and it goes. Charlie's the princess of hell.
Yeah, the main.
She's called
character.
Charlie. Call her Charles.
Jane Charles.
Jane Charles.
Yeah, so
I thought excellent, and really, and they gave just enough to be relatable, or like at least like you could sympathise with like her calls and stuff. The phone call, I thought the phone call was probably standout. It was just enough, you know. It wasn't like overkill.
It wasn't like anything special, but it was also, what it did prove is that they knew that they could give breathing time.
Yeah, potential. That's what this has in bucketfuls is potential.
So much potential,
and I'm really excited for its future.
Yeah, cool. I reckon just not to bloat it out too much, we'll just move straight on to Tintin.
Nice.
Directed by Steven Spielberg, suggested by Tyler last week, written by
What you saying?
a stellar writing team.
Stella!
Oh no, sorry. Stella.
No.
No, that was a correct reference.
No, it's the cat from Over the Hedge.
It's the cat from Over the Hedge referencing a streetcar named Desire.
No, because I like Over the Hedge because she punts the rodent down the fucking flight.
Over the Hedge has a load of really weird film references.
Because it's
like
good.
It has, that's Streetcar Named Desire, and then when he dies and he goes Rosebud, that's Citizen Kane. And then there's like a few more in there. It's just really weird because the demographic wouldn't get it at all. So
what do you want about?
When the possum goes like he's pretending to die.
Have seen Over the Hedge.
That's true. It is an art film first and foremost.
It's like Alpha and Omega.
Yes.
In a way.
Now I'd say like Over the Hedge is like a kind of art film. It's like pushing it, but then like Alpha and Omega is full art. It's like
you know what? That is it.
It's brilliant. It's a masterpiece.
Joe has died, by the way.
It's because we said Alpha and Omega. It ruins his computer.
Oh, I see. That makes sense.
Sorry, my connection dipped. It didn't crash that time. It just has dipped. So yeah. Anyway, Tintin.
Do I enjoy?
Directed by Steven Spielberg. I've already said that.
Yep.
Written by cracking team Stephen Moffat of Doctor Who and other BBC series fame.
Doctor Who is excellent.
Doctor Who.
I would die for Doctor Who. It's one of the few properties I think
then
I would.
Then you'd die an idiot, wouldn't you?
Yeah, but I'd die with dignity.
We can't have the Doctor Who fans here too.
What? I can walk 2 steps.
Comic books
and then run out of breath.
Or game store owners, they're like the.
Joe, are you a Wholock?
Game Workshop owners. They're marching. They're like, what do you say about Doctor Who and Sherlock?
Are you a Wholock fan?
No, I don't like Sherlock.
Yeah, me neither.
Sherlock's one of those things where I'm like, okay, I'm playing Call of Duty and I got nothing to have on in the background, so I'm like, okay, Sherlock, because it's long.
The YouTube poops called Schlock are very funny. I'd highly recommend.
Okay, so also written by Edgar Wright.
Yep.
We love Edgar Wright. No, we do love Edgar Wright. But
so you actually do like him.
Yeah, I know, but so does like every fucking 18-year-old film buff in the UK and outside of the UK. And that I've got.
And why is that a bad thing?
No, it's not about what oversaturation.
Well, again, it's a case of the fans are in it, not the person.
Yeah, exactly. No,
if I picked someone to be over the last few years to become universally beloved, I'd probably have picked Edgar Wright. To be fair, I couldn't think of anyone else.
I'm mad excited for his horror. I'm excited to see what he can do outside of the comedy genre.
Yeah, because he's a big Nicholas Roeg fan and he's drawn a lot of inspiration from it. And considering Roeg died this year as well, so he might go like uber kino on it.
Might be like love letter.
Yeah, exactly. Love letter to his kind of.
And the third, Joe Cornish, writer of Attack the Block, Adam and Joe Show from Channel 4.
Funny Man Who Would Be King, his recent one.
Yeah, Kid Who Would Be King.
Kid Who Would Be King. Sorry.
I got a fun fact about fun story about Joe Cornish. At Norwich Film Festival, I was in a seminar where Joe Cornish was talking about how to write comedy and but also sort of have an emotional through line. And he was just talking about stuff, and this does relate to Edgar Wright, because he talked about his time, because he was also helping Edgar Wright do the Ant-Man thing before it got passed on to whoever made Ant-Man. Who made Ant-Man?
Retard.
Peyton Reed.
Colin Trevorrow, yeah, okay.
No, it's Peyton Reed.
Sorry, that's a funny way to say Colin Trevorrow of Book of Henry.
Electric Boogaloo.
Colin Trevorrow, we won't talk about him. Book of Henry will coming soon. Book of Henry review. Joe Cornish, just talking about Attack the Block and Kid Who Would Be King, and he shows a few bits from each one and being like, blah blah. any questions. So he did a talk. It's a really great talk. He's really funny. He was taking the piss out of Norwich Film Festival and Norwich a bit as well. So we're used to that. I watched Alan Partridge, so it's we're used to Norfolk being ripped. So and he's really cool. He's really nice. He's genuinely like off script funny. Like he was up there just cracking mad jokes. So yeah, and I could definitely see where his comedy came through after sort of just literally just watching him speak with my own eyes about stuff outside of sort of just watching his films. Obviously Attack the Block being quite funny. John Boyega sort of debut performance as well, I think. One of his debuts.
His one that matters.
Yeah, Attack the Block's good fun. It's almost like an Edgar Wright film, and obviously it had Nick Frost in it as well. But it's not quite an Edgar Wright film. It doesn't quite have that directorial sort of...
My favourite Edgar Wright film is Paul.
Oh! Paul Feig? No, okay,
Last Christmas.
Let me carry on about Joe Cornish.
Sure.
He basically said next questions, and I turned to our good friend Harrison while he was doing this talk because he was sat next to me. I turned to him as soon as he started talking about working with Edgar Wright. I just leant to Harrison. I said, "Watch everyone ask questions about Edgar Wright." And lo and behold, he's like, "Any questions?" Literally every single fucking dyed hair like A-level film studies bitch in there was just like, what's Edgar Wright like? Or like, are you planning on making a film with Edgar Wright? Or what do you know about Edgar Wright's new horror coming up? It's like, you guys are cunts. This guy's here trying to help you, and just giving up his time to talk about his writing and his films, and all you can fucking attach it to is the fact he knows Edgar Wright. Like, that is I thought it was so disrespectful, to be honest.
It's a bit cringe.
They see straight through him and straight into Edgar Wright just because they just being so immature as well.
Yeah, it's
just ridiculous, and all the people asking those questions are exactly what you'd expect.
Women.
They're very mood. They're wearing glasses that aren't actual glasses.
Hang about.
Dyed hair. It's just your typical fuckers, the sort of more bark than bite. They probably made one film, and it's about like suicidal phones. So, or it's a zombie comedy.
Suicidal zombies.
Suicidal zombies that got turned into zombies because they were on their phone. But yeah, and that's just my sort of experience with Joe Cornish. He's a really nice guy, and he's actually like. You can see how much he really genuinely does care about what he does, and I just thought it was bad that people didn't respect that and just wanted to see through to Edgar Wright. As talented as Edgar Wright is, I mean, Edgar Wright wasn't there. It's Joe Cornish there. Talk to Joe Cornish,
Yeah.
Don't do that. That was really bad form of a lot of people, and and I wanted to ask some questions, but I don't know. There's something about public forums that like that. I'm not too. I don't really vibe with it. I like one-to-ones and stuff. But yeah.
You wouldn't be very good at dogging, would you, Joe?
You know what? I might prove you wrong. Come down, right? The lay-by, sort of on the way to Ben's house, when you turn to go under the A14.
Mm-hmm.
I sort of like that forest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally any Saturday. Come down.
Go dogging.
No, I'm working.
I'll
Saturdays.
literally. I will destroy so many butts.
Joe, I'm working Saturday. I can't.
That's your loss, mate.
I can do Sunday.
Right?
If you want to do some aftermath.
That's Sunday's tranny nights.
You can dog on trannies, can't you?
Okay, let's talk. Let's carry on about Tintin. So obviously, amazing writing team. I'd say the writing's probably better than the directing. To be honest, the writing really is
very, very creative visuals.
I would like to talk about the visuals, but I just want to say, when Tintin was like, let's just start from the beginning of the film, and he was like, it's not for sale. Right. The amount of times he said it was not for sale, and the ways he said it, I was like, yo, Tintin, cold as fuck.
Also, let's go back. Wonderful opening credits.
Yes. Oh shit. Yeah.
It
was so long as well. I was like, damn, it's like a
perfectly sets the tone.
The fun fact about that is that it's actually taken from all the old comics.
Is it?
Yeah, because I've read them all. I've watched the old serials as well.
That's good.
I was a massive Tintin fan as a youngin.
See, I've never read any Tintin. I've never been exposed to Tintin ever in my life.
Yeah, my mum grew up with the serials from the 60s and 70s and stuff, so she's the big Tintin.
Are you saying serials, not series?
Yes.
Well, no, they're Saturday serials. Yeah.
Yeah, because they're serialized to be on Saturdays.
Yeah.
Whoa, hang on. You're gonna need to explain this.
Tyler, take it away.
Cereals, as in like breakfast cereal, not breakfast cereals.
No, they're not spelled the same.
As in SERIAL.
Yeah, like serial number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Serialized because.
Oh, they were comics, weren't they? Or books.
Yeah, they're comics.
Right.
No, they were newspapers, weren't they? Like the funny pages or something.
But basically, consider it like a limited series, but you can go back and watch it whenever and wherever. Basically, a limited series, but it's in like a sort of not a floating timeline, but you can watch whichever, whenever. Oh,
do they come in discs or something then?
Yeah. No, serials like Scooby Doo. Like you can watch any episode, and it's the same.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I get that. Okay. No. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But not an anthology.
No.
Because it is within the same timeline, but it's not like the timeline that it doesn't matter too much.
Or Columbo, or something like that. You can literally just watch an episode. Like, it'd be exactly the same.
If you watch
kind of like Always Sunny then.
Yes, pretty much.
Like if you watch the first episode of Tintin and the last episode, there'd be like 2 or 3 characters that you wouldn't like recognise, but you kind of get who they are just because of the way that the show's structured.
That's cool.
And stuff.
All right, cool. I didn't know that, so thank you for enlightening me.
Yeah, fucking whatever.
Okay, so yeah, Tintin cold as fuck.
Yeah, is it cold enough?
He literally, right. I'd love to see those like gangster images of like Bugs Bunny and SpongeBob.
So you want a Tintin?
I want gangster Tintin. Lord forgive me, I'm back on my bullshit again. He's got like two Tommy guns, like a grill.
he whipped out a piece about 10 minutes in the movie.
Bro, he did,
and I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
I was surprised.
For a kids film, it's not very like kid friendly, is it? There's always talk.
No, there's a lot of violence.
There's always talk about death. There's a drunk character all the time who's like, he sometimes is sober, but then just like drinks again. And
what about that scene where they push all of Haddock's crew into the waters and they get eaten by sharks? I was like, damn. Yeah. That's not very kid friendly.
No, there's a guy that gets shot through. He gets fucking door banged at the start.
Yeah.
And there's actual blood like smears on the newspaper shit. I was like, fuck, this is a PG.
Which, by the way,
I didn't even register the blood. I was literally like, in my brain, I was like, yes, this is film. But then I was like, shit. Yeah, that's
actual fucking blood, man. Yeah.
Ben has Kino mode where he's like, yes, this is film.
I was just like, this is film. Like, I just didn't think about that. I was like, oh, yeah, that's crazy. Kids property. Wow.
Yeah.
I really like Daniel Craig's performance in this.
Whoa, hang on. Daniel Craig's in this?
Yeah, he's the villain.
Yeah.
What, like Spiky Chin Man?
Yeah.
Sakharine.
Daniel Craig. Yeah, Sakharine.
Damn, I couldn't even tell.
I wanted more camp, though. I wanted a little bit more camp.
Yeah,
I mean, underused.
It was weirdly uncamp for a Spielberg film.
Right, welcome. Obviously Andy Serkis in a mocap suit, great performance.
It is his film. He is the standout.
I would like to know how it was mocap, right?
It's mocap.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought so because I got a bit of Robert Zemeckis vibes from it, and I was
it's the same techtechnology, but
it's
later on,
but it doesn't look quite as fucking weird.
It looks really good because it's mocap, but it's in its original style almost. It's not quite, but it's also not real.
It's very odd. I found myself at a point, I put my hand like over part of the screen to cover their faces and just looked at like their hands and stuff, and I was like, what, that looks like human. I took my hand away and they just have like square head and tiny eyes.
What I think they did is they did the mocap, but where Zemeckis went wrong is he's trying to replicate reality, but the Tintin, it looked like the characters are like still stylized.
Mocap in combination with style is actually legitimate. It's a legitimate thing. And I was like, fuck, this is like a 9-year-old film. And it looks photoreal at points.
Yeah, it looks really good.
I think the one thing I did notice that was a bit weird was the water. That kind of looks like black tar at night and stuff. Like it didn't, like when the water like splashed up out of the sea, like at night, it didn't become transparent once it came out. It stayed black when it was like in droplets and stuff. I noticed that quite a lot.
Yeah, I kind of get. I didn't think to that straight away. I was like, that's.
That was something that I noticed, but I always keep my eye on water in animated films because I think it's one of the things that is really fascinating.
Is that why you like Toy Story 4 so much?
Toy Story 4. I mean, I like Toy Story 4 like as a film anyway. Like, it's a solid 6 to 7 out of 10 kind of thing, but sort of like a 6.5. But the water's insane. But also Moana. Moana's like standout thing, apart from Dwayne the Rock Johnson
and his mushed face.
Maui's character design being the greatest thing ever. I mean, the water in it is ridiculous. I think water in animation is something, especially 3D animation, is something that is absolutely like. It's insane because you have to think what they did to replicate it, and I just think it's technical sort of supremacy, sort of pushing right to its limit to try and achieve that. Because water is the most, any liquid, but water specifically is so unpredictable because it's a liquid, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you can't mocap water. Like blood is kind of like sharp.
Put that on my wall in a frame. You can't mocap water. Robert Zemeckis, believe me, I've tried.
Yeah, he probably did.
They've just got a wet mocap suit on the floor.
They got he designed like loads of like nanobots to like swim around in water, and they're like dibby dibby. Oh yeah, baby. So this film, I think, like. One of my questions on my one of my notes is, why does it look like that, and how did they do it?
Wait, what? What, the film?
That was like my top note in all caps.
It is the only mocap film that hasn't aged poorly.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
I mean, as much as Monster House is a guilty pleasure, it looks.
No, it looks like arse.
It looks so weird.
Oh, Christmas Carol has held up reasonably well, but there's bits.
I don't like Christmas. I really don't like.
No, I don't like it either. But some of it is still fine.
Dog.
And then some of it is like a bit dated. But Polar Express, good lord, not aged well. And Mars Needs Mums is only 8 years old and it's already aged poorly.
Damn. So yeah, I mean, I was really pleased to see. Sorry, Tyler.
No, you no.
I was really pleased to see sort of the detail in a lot of the. I think especially this is where I had problems though in like trying to work out what era it's set in. And you may be able
1920s and 30s.
Yeah, 20s, 30s.
You see, this is where I have a bit of an issue because, and this is really this is super nitpicky.
No, 30s specifically. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean I got that from like the start of the film. I was like, 30s. Because all the cars, you can tell by the cars. Cars were like a big giveaway of what time.
Well, and also the style of how people were dressed.
Yeah, like Thompson and Thompson, they're dressed in like bowler hats.
Thompson and that's also
one of the funniest jokes. Nick Frost and Simon Pegg obviously got on board because
I knew one of them was Simon Pegg, but I couldn't pin the other one.
Nick Frost is the other one. Yeah. Excellent cast.
Yeah, I didn't notice it was Nick Frost.
So fucking.
They're called Thompson and Thompson.
Oh, Thompson, where have you gone? Oh, I'm down the stairs already. Hurry up! As he tumbles down a flight.
They're both called fucking Thompson. Like, it's so genius. Oh my god, it's so funny. Like, it's such a shitpost joke. Like, they'd be like, guys, what if they're both called the same thing? And then he's actually funny.
Yeah, because like Hergé, the guy who created the original comic, just liked the shitpost.
Well, yeah, the main character's called Tintin.
Yeah, I know.
To be fair, Jamie Bell does an excellent Tintin, and you're going to love this comparison. In my notes on my phone, I wrote that Tintin is like Mad Max Fury Road. So hear me out here, yeah? Hear me out. I knew you'd like that. Hear me out, yeah?
It's the Dark Souls of movies.
Tintin is like Mad Max in that he is a like blank slate protagonist, in which the audience can hop onto, but he's not too like dynamic as a character. He's just kind of like the audience surrogate. And then the film is more about the weird other action hero, in this case Haddock, and in Mad Max it's Furiosa. So therefore Tintin is basically Mad Max Fury Road, and George Miller is a hack, because Tintin came out first.
But
that's my theory.
Surely, in a way, possibly when you're thinking about sort of how it's paced and presented, and especially with that kind of main character who plays sort of a window into the world of the other characters, surely it's much more like Sicario in that sense. It gives you a window into Benicio del Toro, in this case Haddock, and his struggles with his dead family.
And his alcoholism.
Yeah.
It's crippling alcohol.
So basically Tintin is also Sicario. No, Sicario is Tintin, and Mad Max is Sicario, which is Tintin. So.
Hey, don't mock me. I was being serious.
No, I get the so yeah. Anyway, my nitpick about the cars is I really appreciate they got like Citroen licensing. It's in like a couple of shots where you see the Citroen logo on cars, and you know when they bag him from his house, and then the Snowy is chasing and stuff. Like the car they're in is a Citroen, and it's like written on the side, and it's got a logo on the front. It's like, okay, that's cool. Like it's like that is how you do a product placement, if anything. But also, it gave some more texture, right, more detail, and I think this film's really good with detail.
It's a double-edged sword, but in a good way.
Yeah,
it was a double-edged ice cream cone.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think that was cool, and then obviously all the cars looked 30s, but then at the end when they're going up to the broken down mansion in that convertible, that car looks a lot like an Austin Sprite, which is a car.
Sprite.
Shut up.
Like the drink.
It's a car. It's a car from, I believe, the 50s. Let me just fact.
You're a Joker fan. You're a hater.
Let me just fact check it. I'm fairly sure. Yeah, Austin Sprite from 1958 to 1971 in production. And oh no, sorry. Actually, I don't know.
They did have convertibles in the 20s, you know that, right?
Yeah, they did, but it didn't quite look 20s. But I think it's still, what I'm saying is incredibly tenuous and a small nitpick.
I think it looked very 20s.
I think it looked very period piece.
No, it's not. I don't think I'm thinking of the Sprite. I think I'm something else. No, I'm not. Okay, yeah, no, I would. Maybe it's. Oh shit!
It's a severely underrated film, and I can't wait for the next
100%.
one.
This is like the dumbest nitpick ever. But, that's it. It looks like a Triumph TR3. Okay, that's the car I was thinking of.
Looks like a Citroen T4.
Triumph TR3 is from mid 50s, and it looks a lot like it. But that's again just super nitpicky. So, apart from the only negatives I really have of it is I wasn't a massive fan of how the villain looked. He's a bit like the way he looked was, I think he was a bit like I
like it. It's like classic.
It is classic, yeah. But I think what you said earlier about it's like not camp. I don't think he wasn't camp enough to fit his campy look.
Yeah, he was. They set him up well, but I wanted. They kind of like.
He's the most camp character in it.
He
has a pet eagle that he uses to steal.
It's a falcon. It's a falcon. Okay.
He has a pet. He has a pet bird.
He's got you there.
There's a pet falcon that he uses to steal a boat from a bulletproof cage that he uses a goddamn opera singer to break with her voice.
However, it's not quite Andy Serkis scenery, is it? My God, I've never seen someone's scenery.
Who did Andy Serkis play?
Captain Haddock.
Right. Okay, that makes sense because he's
exceptional performance.
Brilliant.
Really, really brilliant.
It's when he starts shouting, he's actually scary.
He's just funny. It's just hilarious.
Yeah, he's hilarious, but he's genuinely terrifying. And gotta say the score works for me quite a lot.
Yeah, gotta love John Williams.
John Williams. Like I knew it was John Williams. I didn't have to check. I was like, okay, this sounds like John Williams. And I got to say, what are your guys' highlight moments from the film?
Highlight moments?
Yeah, like what? Let's say one moment.
All right. Then I'm just. It was the first moment that came to my mind when I thought of the film. Is when they're sneaking around the boat. Tintin walks through the door, sees the guard, goes back in. The camera swings through the wall. He takes one of the bottles out.
Oh my God, I love that joke so much.
Goes to hit the guy, and Captain Haddock pulls it out of his hand as he swings it. so he just smashes his breast against the back of his head. And like nothing really comes of it, but it's just a really cool like gag.
Yeah. And I think that's another thing.
And it's quite good character building, really, for Haddock.
Yeah, it's a nice subtle thing. Well, it's not subtle, but it is subtle. It's subtle in the sense that it's not directly related to Captain Haddock. But
it's not telling you what he's.
Captain Haddock interfered with a part of the film in order to show that character aspect. I would say it's really good. I think that's where you got to hand it to Moffat, Edgar Wright, and Joe Cornish as like a trio of writers. I think it's completely like unparalleled, to be honest. Like they must have really bounced off each other for that, and I think it's good when you have like 3 very strong writers in there. Even though Moffat's had some massive duds, it is.
No, he's good in moderation, as he was in Doctor Who.
Doctor Who is shit.
With Blink and the individual episodes he wrote, they were excellent. The child. It's
when he does like
child.
continuation. When Moffat does in continuation, like in writing, it's like
he's a terrible showrunner.
Yeah.
He's a great writer, he's a terrible showrunner. When there's no other voices holding him back or correcting him, he goes nuts. And it's very, very...
You could definitely see sort of the Moffat type story building aspects. And
he was definitely the mystery.
And then Edgar Wright and Joe Cornish brought like sort of
the visual humour.
Ballistic levels of humour.
Yeah.
Like,
for me, my 2 standout moments was that whole chase, the Falcon stuff, is breathtakingly creative.
Oh, with the dam.
Like there's so many creative bits just like things happening. Your brain loses track of how creative they are. You're just like, I'm just watching a really cool chase, but when you stop and you break it down, like all the stuff with like the Falcon flying through, and then like
and especially given it's done in mocap as well. Like
it's excellent. But I'd say my one standout moment is I love the whole gag on the boat where Tintin has to get the keys. Like that whole scene is brilliant, and then he gets the keys, opens the door, and it's just the alcohol cellar. And then it's like brilliant, absolutely brilliant scene.
He's like I've been locked in here, and he's like the door's open.
Oh, that's brilliant as well. And he's like, yeah, and he's like, I assumed it was locked.
That's a very Joe Cornish joke.
Just one thing on the scene that Ben mentioned. Sorry, Joe, is when they mention the different like shipmates.
Yeah.
One of them he notes for his animal husbandry.
Yeah, that was no way a kid's joke. I heard that joke.
Which I didn't get as a kid, oddly enough.
Yeah.
I liked... Well, it's a double meaning, actually. That's probably why they got away with it. Because animal husbandry can mean, like, ability with animals, but it also can mean
but he did say...
Bestiality,
he did say that he got fired as a...
He got fired for it, yeah.
Yeah, he got fired from his job as, like, a vet or something.
The one where they were like, he lost his eyelids in a poker game.
Yeah,
that is a very...
that is... Although, when they went... Yeah. I love the eyelids one was like... Fuck it, I was like, oh shit. I was like, because they said it, and then they showed it, and I was like, right. I was
brilliant.
Like, fuck. Yeah, my highlight moment, it's probably the most shitpost moment in the film. And I think it's just funny because it is completely just the most dumb thing ever, but it's also kind of, like, I don't know, it really speaks to me in my sense of humour, or at least my core, like, juvenile sense of humour.
Is it the elastic wallet?
No, it's the burp refuel off the plane. Oh. He refuels the plane mid-flight by burping into it. I was just like, that is criminally fucking retarded, but also like...
I love how you just buy that as well.
Yeah, I was like, you know, at this point, it makes sense.
The logic of the film is so well established by that as a legitimate way to get out of the problem. And then he gets hit by lightning 30 seconds later, and he's fine. It's amazing. It's fantastic, classic cartoon adventure style, like hijinks, and it's so perfectly done. Like the tone is pitch perfect. Because it's got mystery, it's got the...
But it's the way, the sound design, when the engine starts cutting in, the burp also starts cutting with the engine cutting in. It is so fucking funny that they even played the joke into the sound design of the engine restarting as well.
Genius.
Like, they could have just put, like, engine starting and the burp happening, but no, the burp was mixed with the engine starting. It's so fucking funny. And I gotta say, just moving on to Another thing that I was kind of like, but then I was like, again, I guess creative license, especially with the whole burping thing, is with the thing that you mentioned, the dam chase scene, falcon flying and shit, right? Falcons, especially peregrine falcon. I don't know if that was a peregrine falcon, but falcons can fly very high in the sky, right? That falcon could have just flown upwards. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, but how would it come back down to its master?
Well,
Yeah,
you'd get on the boat and then just like fly down to the boat. I don't know. Look, that was like the one thing I was wondering through the whole thing. Just like, why didn't the bird just fly up?
Joe, when was the last time you had a conversation with a bird, Joe? Yeah, they can't think.
I'm sorry. No, but again,
birds are government spy agents, so shut your mouth.
Okay, well, I'll read my notes and just say falcon fly up into the sky. Why not? And then in brackets, creative license though, eyes emoji. So, you know, I think it does have creative license, and that's not a thing that doesn't make me think that scene's any worse than it is. And because if the bird flew up into the sky, it wouldn't be very fun. So,
and it is a fun scene.
That was just kind of like a logic thing, and he holds the rocket backward.
I love how you're like, it's a logic thing, but you highlighted the burping refill of the plane as a credible source of. The one thing I think is a bit too far for me, like I love the film, but I think the crane fight at the end is a little.
The crane fight's
silly for me. Like that's a bit. That's one bit where it goes a bit too much.
I think that's really funny.
It is funny.
I like it, but it's just a bit like. It's probably my least favourite part of the film is the last 10 minutes. Just after the chase finishes, the weakest part for me is that how they wrap everything up. It's quite quick.
It's an Edgar Wright ending.
Yeah, it just kind of ends. Also, I think it will be better when we have a sequel because it ends like there's going to be. Yeah. Well, they've been working on it for years, and it's kind of been pinged around, but
it should be nurtured.
In 2018, Spielberg said that Peter Jackson's going to do it. He said in 2016 that Peter Jackson's going to direct the next one because he produced the first one. But Peter Jackson was working on a secret film, and then he'd do Tintin 2. And the secret film was They Shall Not Grow Old, people think. So they think he's going to do Tintin soon.
He didn't direct More Legends, did he? He just produced.
Yeah, he just produced.
Yeah, I mean, I think Peter Jackson is at times immensely talented and at times just strange. Like the Lovely Bones. Like, what the fuck is that film?
I think that the problem with the Lovely Bones
it's a book adaptation. He has to touch it.
He's the wrong director because the Lovely Bones is a very subtle story, and Peter Jackson. He's
an epic
the book. Man. Yeah, he does epic, so he made it more epic than
And again, Spielberg, I'm not a massive fan, but I was pleasantly surprised by it, and he did bring back sort of Indiana Jones vibes with it, and those are the he's made that I really love, so...
Yeah, Spielberg's excellent adventure.
If it's anything, if I pick any Spielberg film, it's going to have to be any of the Indiana Jones films, to be honest. Those are just so awesome, I love them. Yeah, Falcon thing, that was just literally that was just a logic thing. That's not a criticism of the film at all, to be honest, because if that had happened, then it would have taken away from the actual chase of the scene.
Joe, is this a flex that you edit with Logic Pro X? Is that what this is?
I edit videos on Logic Pro, the music.
Did I say videos?
You said edit.
You can edit on.
Bruh. Sorry. And I just want to talk about again the detail. Obviously, the citrus thing, and that's cool. But the bazooka bit where he fires it backwards, you know he's going to fire it backwards because the sight of the bazooka is like, because they could have just done a bazooka with no sight on it, right? Mm-hmm. And then just have it. He fired backwards, but the sight on the bazooka is on the inverse side, and that so you know it's being held backwards. I mean, that sounds like really like r/movie details, like to say.
Cinema sins. Ding.
But like, it's just a nice nod because it's almost like comedic, dramatic irony. But for you know he doesn't, because you can see the sight that is on the wrong side, and he just.
I think because you're reeling so much from the previous jokes. I didn't even notice it until it happened.
I noticed it. I was like, fuck. I was like, damn, he's gonna shoot backwards. Like, oh, bruh. Like, it's the actual anticipation, because you know what's going to happen, and you're waiting for it to happen. And that makes it funnier, because you're then anticipating it and building it up to be like, fuck, what is this? What is he actually going to do? Is he going to blow the fucking bike off the side of the dam? you know. And then it turns out obviously he hits the like point blank as well, like pretty much just fucking rocket launches the damn gate like thing, which is really funny. I gotta say, if the fucking what's it? Oh shit! What did I say? Oh, if the burp refuel wasn't the best moment, it had to be the opera singer, because that's just hilarious. Anything in the Moroccan like market as well. People like some of the POV shots where like the Moroccan characters are like getting up in the camera's face, being like,
Joe, that's not a joke.
It's really funny.
Yeah, I know you find it funny, but it's not intended for comedic purposes.
So fucking funny. Yeah. And the opera singer scene is also hilarious. Just literally shattering a bulletproof case.
Yeah, it's genius.
It's so good. I love that. I love that so much. To be honest, there's a few bits of it that it doesn't quite reach the heights of like a perfect film for me, but again, there's nothing really wrong with it. So,
yeah, I feel exactly the same.
I would say, let's do ratings now.
Out of 5 or out of 10?
Out of 10.
Okay,
out of 10.
Cool.
8 out of 10.
So, Tyler, do you want to kick off?
Can I go last?
Do you want to go second?
Last.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ben, do you want to kick off or should I?
Yeah, sure. I'll go with 8.5. Excellent film.
Oh. I gotta say, 8 out of 10. It wasn't after I watched it yesterday. It was a 7. Then I sat on it and I thought, actually, I was like trying to remember anything that I thought was shit, and I was like, no. So yeah, 8 out of 10.
Oh, now I don't feel so bad. I'm gonna give it a 9.5.
Nice.
I would definitely say if like it's somewhere with you, it would be a perfect film.
Yeah, it was.
There's
something I watched as a child a lot.
Yeah,
So
I can dig that.
Got in there with it.
So solid.
Like childhood properties, they're like automatically perfect, even like if they're flawed. Like, yeah, I think everyone has those films where it's just like you saw them so many times as a kid, you're just like, this is flawless, even though it isn't.
That's Monsters Inc. for me. Monsters Inc.'s just goddamn.
Monsters Inc. is probably flawless, though. That's the thing.
It's so insanely funny, and also the only film that's brought me close to tears.
Okay, Boomer.
Which is hilarious because I've seen, you know, we've seen.
You cried at the end of Alpha and Omega.
To be fair, I did cry at the end of Alpha and Omega. Yeah, we watched Come and See.
What the fuck?
Come and
Is
See
that
is not
true?
really a crier, though.
No, mate, it's almost like a crying out of just, I want to die.
No, it is. It's an I want to die cry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sadness.
So you did cry.
No, I didn't cry at Come and See, but like I felt like I should have.
No,
yeah.
not Come and See.
It's
Alpha and Omega, you fucking idiot.
Oh, Alpha and Omega.
Yeah.
Oh, no, yeah, I cried because of the emotional weight of the film time.
Okay. Well.
it's like it's in the same vein as Grave of the Fireflies or Kes. Like you watch and you don't cry, but you just sit there like I want to die. I have no life worth after watching it. It's just really depressing.
Come and See or Alpha and Omega.
Oh, do you know they're both films about the and class struggle.
I actually cried at Rise of the Skywalker.
Yeah, I cried when I realised the Star Wars franchise was doomed.
No,
I didn't
sad.
mind Rise of Skywalker.
Are you fucking serious?
No, I know it's tripe, but I enjoyed it as tripe. I literally just switched my brain off and I was like, I like colours. So
Star Wars fandom. J.J. Abrams shouldn't be like that. Is a case study in why J.J. Abrams should not write films.
Yeah, it's also a case study in why you should plan your trilogies before you make them.
And also a case study in hiring the guy who wrote Batman v Superman to help write as well.
Yeah.
Why? Why would you do that? Like, why would his career should be over? You know, but obviously not. But yeah, I'm very thankful that you suggested that, Tyler. To be honest,
Yeah,
I was
thanks,
I
Tyler.
was apprehensive before I was watching it. I was like, oh Christ! I remember the marketing for it when I was a kid. I was thinking, like, oh, I remember that being really like annoying, like the crudes, like it was like everywhere.
There are certain lines that they're like, oh, that was in the trailer all the fucking time.
But then when it's in the film, it's like not as bad. But in the
Yeah.
But yeah, and I think what I was just apprehensive because Spielberg's super hit and miss for me. But I
Usually miss.
thoroughly enjoyed it.
Good.
Yeah, thanks,
glad.
Tyler. I literally haven't seen it since it came out, and it brought back loads of childhood stuff. So I was like, nice.
So yeah, Ben, what is your pick for next week?
Ben has just muted himself.
Wow.
Oh.
My pick is...
Oh, God.
Not actually sure yet.
Oh, fucking hell, Ben!
That's my pick. No, I will let you guys know, like...
But the audience need to know!
Okay. What you do is when we film on like Monday, Tuesday, just record the film and then we can dub it over, we can layer it. Genius.
Oh, God damn it.
Or when we record the next one, just...
Or just pick one now, Ben.
Okay.
It doesn't. Don't worry. Don't you think too hard about it.
Yeah.
Let me go on my letterbox.
I'll
have a look at my rating.
To be fair, last week I did almost recommend Bionicle: The Mask of Light.
Brilliant.
But then
now I've got that shit on DVD.
Then I realised that you guys probably wouldn't be able to watch it.
Oh no, I'd have found
that was a gross overstatement. Mate, I love that film. That was a childhood classic.
Oh, I didn't tell you, Ben. I recently watched. Oh, that's what I did last week.
Oh shit! Everything is watched and reviewed. Come and see.
Yeah,
finally,
he gave it 5 stars.
Hey,
5 stars, and his review is what a horrible nightmare.
Yeah, he's finally gone back to giving things stars. Took him fucking long enough.
Yeah, he just wrote reviews. He was like, good.
I'll tell you what. Just as a few side note, is Uncut Gems a Netflix film or not?
No, A24.
I don't know.
Okay.
You
gotta watch
because I want to watch it.
Yeah.
Apparently it's massive kino.
Okay. Ted the Jack. Fuck! It comes out tomorrow.
Double bill. We've got to do 1917 and Uncut Gems.
Oh shit, bro.
Got to do it.
Let's go, baby.
Oh, I tell you what. I'll be kind. My first ever recommendation. Your pick is. My pick is. Drum roll, please. First Reformed.
Oh!
The 2017 film starring Ethan Hawke, directed by Paul Schrader.
Uh-oh.
Damn.
Time to get
That is your kino film. It is A24, but it is widely available. It was like £2 in HMV.
Paul Schrader, as in the co-writer of Taxi Driver?
As in the solo writer of Taxi.
Solo writer.
And the solo writer of Raging Bull.
But also the director of
Dog Eat Dog.
Dog Eat Dog.
It can't be that hard to write Taxi Driver. I mean, he improvised almost every line.
Yeah. Isn't that just Joaquin Phoenix's job?
If you watch First Reformed, it's so kino, in my opinion, but you guys might not like it. It is quite divisive. I think it's very good.
First Reformed, isn't he like a soldier and he becomes Christian?
No, he's a priest of a local church, and then something happens and his faith is tested. But it is mega kino, in my opinion. But it is quite divisive, so I think we'll have different opinions on it. But
maybe
I love it. It's in my top 5 of the decade.
1 week time, guys. Thank you very much, and
bye.
Next week's episode. Bye.
Bye.